So we're just doing a quick practice support pitch ask presentation. I'm gonna skip over the usual things like small talk when you meet with them or if it's on the phone or whatever. And I'm just gonna go straight to like the quick presentation. One of the best presentations any student gave me when they asked me for $500 was Waswa. And he sat me down in the IFC and like he gave me like, here, I'm going on this mission. Here's why I want to be on this mission. Here's your part. Here's what I need. And he shut his mouth. And so I'm going to show you what I think is a good support presentation. It might suck. I'm going to ask Chanel, and then she's going to give me feedback. And then hopefully this will give you guys an example of what a support meeting could look like. So most support meetings are like at least half an hour to an hour. Nothing's ever shorter than that. I start every meeting with small talk and just relationship building. And then I usually kind of pivot after small talk and stuff like that, like so. So Chanel, I really appreciate you taking time out of your like holidays just to meet with me about my mission. As you know, I'm going on the Mexico mission in February, and I'm really excited to tell you about it. Like, I'm really excited to share with you like why I'm going, and what I want to accomplish, and what I want to hope to see, and what I dream to see in the mission. But have you ever been on a mission yourself? Have you ever heard of like how we students like can actually go on missions with CCO?
No, this is my first time of ever hearing this.
Yeah, so it might be like not the most like usual request that you would ever receive from anybody. So, but I thought I would just share a little bit about what I hope to do and why I want to go on this mission and maybe why you should be a part of it through investing in my mission through your finances and through your prayers. So I actually heard the call to go on this mission simply because I've just been really growing in my faith a lot, and I just really felt like one of the best ways for me to grow in my faith is to give back. And I really just saw this opportunity to go on my reading break, to go on this mission for 10 days. And I just really saw that like students on my campus at SFU, there were so many people who didn't know Christ. And I wondered, you know, like I've heard about people in Mexico is such a strong Catholic country, but there's so many people falling away from the church. And hearing about it from Joe, about like how he went on mission and worked with university students, like I really wanted to see if I could bring what CCO does on my campus and what it's done for me in my life to Mexico. And so we're there for only 10 days, but we hope to work with some university students and hopefully make a big difference there so that they could move forward and grow. And there's also opportunities for us to work with the poor in Mexico City, the poorest of the poor. And so that's kind of where I'm called. That's where I feel like I'm called, and I got accepted to go on mission, which is super exciting. I'm going with like almost 8 other people I know from my campus, and I'm really excited about that. Like, have you ever like worked with the poor yourself, or ever kind of donated to the poor, or anything like that?
Yeah, I like to volunteer and help out, and yeah, give to different organizations.
Cool. Have you ever been on a mission yourself? Like, have you ever gone to like a far off country or something like that and served in that way?
No, I haven't.
No. Yeah. Is that something you've ever wanted to do?
Yeah, I think people come back. I hear some of my friends go, and I hear some really amazing stories. It seems like a really good experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I hope God calls you one day. And actually, one of the ways that I wanted to invite you, because maybe God will give you an opportunity to go on a mission yourself, but you know, maybe that's not yet. But one of the ways that you can kind of go on a mission with me is actually to support my mission financially, so you can be on the mission with me in spirit and through your finances, and enable me to go, especially if you're working full time and you can't really drop everything in your family to go on this mission yourself. But you can support somebody like me and make a donation to CCO, and you would get a tax receipt back, and that's one way you can participate in the mission. So Chanel, I have to raise $3,000 by February 1st, and right now I've raised about $1,000. And I wanted to ask if you would consider partnering in my mission to Mexico City with a gift of $250.
Yeah, I would definitely have to check, but I would definitely want to support your mission trip. It seems like you're very passionate about it, and so yeah, is it okay if I get back to you? But I would really love to support you.
Sure. Can I get back to you in 2 days? Is that enough time for you to think about whether or not or how you'd like to support my ministry?
Yeah, please call me back, yeah.
Awesome. So I'll call you back on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Is that okay?
Yeah, that should be good.
Awesome, cool. Well, as you think about it, here's a donation form so you can have a look at it. And if you already want to make a decision to donate, you can go on this website, or you can fill out this donation form. But I will call you on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock.
Okay,
Awesome.
sounds good.
Thank you. Okay, so that was just a very quick, simple, like just off the top of my head. I've done this 1,000 times, which is why, like, I can just kind of pull it out of the top of my head. So you will need to practice a script. Like, you will need to look at your script. But what were some things that you noticed there about the ask? And what were some things I could work on? Because I didn't think it was amazing. I thought I just kind of improvising.
I really like how you asked about like my own experience of like whether I've gone on a mission, of like my even just like volunteering for the poor and all that. Just giving, it gives you like a sense of like kind of how to relate to me and like how much more information to give. I like how you did that. I like how you were, your passion. You were like excited about going mission, and I really like how that concept of you saying that this is you being part of it, and like, and yeah, the fact that maybe I won't be able to go, but I'm I'm being part of the mission by supporting you. So I really felt that partnership right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that I could have been, I thought, one of the things I just know is if I'm more prepared about my why. I was just kind of making it up, so I didn't really have a why. But if you're prepared with your why, like your personal story of why you want to go on this mission, what you want to get out of it, you will be very convincing and very winning over. Notice that after you ask and you have a dollar amount in mind, making a specific ask is really important. If you say, will you support my mission, it's not very clear, and it doesn't give them something to say yes or no to. If you give them a specific dollar amount, ask is really important. $250, $500 should be one of those two. Any less, and it's actually like you're selling them short. Don't be afraid to ask for big amounts. Nobody's ever offended by asking for too much money. The worst thing they'll say is like, I can't give that much, I can give you this though. But if you ask for $10, you're gonna get $10. And after you make the dollar ask, what did I do?
Like you asked, like, would you consider it? And then you waited.
Silence. After you make the ask, silence. Do not say another word. First person who talks loses. I'm just joking. but like, if you don't say another word, because you basically thrown the ball and you want to see if they're going to catch it. If you try and catch it for them, that's when it gets weird and awkward.
Yeah,
And then when they say, oh, let me think about it, tell them you're going to follow up in 2 days. Don't say a week, because you will forget and they'll forget. 2 days, and actually call them in 2 days.
Yes, and I really like how you had a specific day and time. Yeah.
Give them the form, etc., and actually do it. I've made the mistake of saying I'll call you at this time and I don't call and I don't get the support. So be a person of your word.
Yeah, that was good. It wasn't long-winded conversation. It was like very straightforward. So it was like
it doesn't have to be that short. It's just for the purpose of this conversation. You might have a longer presentation. You might have a longer conversation about it. When you get to the ask, it is that short.
Yeah. Good.